Hi friends, welcome to this video. Today we are going to look at how we can use the average function, minimum, maximum, and total. And for a bonus tip, we will look at how we can use simple if function. So stick around until the end of this video and let's get to it. So to begin with, we are going to have the last name here. We have first name. We have the hourly pay. Then we have the hours worked. Then the pay. So we are going to use an employee payroll for us to work on this. So let's write employee payroll. Let's merge and center. Then we are looking. So here we will have to pre-fill the last name, first name, hourly pay, hours worked, and then we'll calculate the total pay. So let me pause a little and have this filled, then we'll come back again. So here we've pre-filled this. John Solomon earns $15.5 an hour, and then he has worked for 40 hours. So let's find out how much he makes at the end of the month. So let's perform a simple calculation. For every function in Excel, we'll have to begin with an equal sign multiplied by, which is the asterisk sign, the number of hours worked. You press enter. So we see that John Solomon worked for 40 hours and makes a total of $620 per month. So let's double click and this is filled up for us. The average, we have the minimum, then maximum, the total. The average for the total pay will be equal sign average of, then we select the range. The same with minimum, min, you also select the range of the data that we are working on. The same applies to maximum, which is max, select the range. Alright, now for us to calculate the total, we will have to use the sum function, which is sum. We are going to sum all this, okay, and you see here it says sum. Sum, here it says sum equal sign sum F5, which is F the column, and row 5 to column F and row 14, okay. To the if function, we are going to calculate the overtime, and for our overtime we'll say for somebody who has worked for more than 30 hours, we'll have to give them an overtime bonus. So let's create an if function that calculates for us the overtime hours. So to begin with, we'll say equals to if, this is a simple if function, if 40 is, if this cell, what is in this cell, if what is in cell E5 is greater than is greater than 30, we'll have to this to display what is in that cell minus 30, right? If not, we'll have to display 0. Let's calculate 10. So when you bring the cursor here, it changes to a black cross. Then you double click and drag till the end. All right, so we see that John has an overtime of 10 hours. Ian Roderick has 0. So let's calculate the overtime bonus. The overtime bonus is half of the hourly pay times the number of hours. So let's say overtime bonus equals half, which is 0.5, times, using the asterisk sign, the hourly pay times the number of hours worked. All right, so we double click and it fills up for us. So we see here a dash because Ian has worked for 0 overtime hours, and then his overtime bonus is dash, which represents 0. So now let's calculate the total pay. So let's calculate the total pay. Now the total pay is equals to sum, or you just say this pay plus this pay gives us that. All right, so let's drag and drop. So we see that this hash symbol comes, or pound symbol comes in, because some numbers are large to be contained in a cell. So let's just drop. We found one decimal point for all of this. Now let's again look at the average, minimum, maximum, and the total of the overtime bonus and the total pay. So we'll just select all this, then drag here. So let's clear this up because we don't need it, it's unnecessary. So here we have this and that. So this is 1st of March. This is for the month of March. I prefer blue. Let me color code this, and all right.